This is number 11 on the study guide. We've been given the volume of a cylinder, like the whole cylinder from the bottom to the top. We've been told the diameter of the cylinder, which must mean the radius is 4. We've been told the volume of the water, so that means from the bottom of this to some point in this cylinder. And what we're asked to find is how far it is from the top of the water to the top of the cylinder. So basically the difference here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the volume of the cylinder, and we're going to figure out how tall is this actual cylinder. The volume of a cylinder for any cylinder is going to be the area of the base, which is a circle, so pi r squared, times how tall the cylinder is, in this case times the height. And so now let's look at the information given to us. We're told that the volume is actually 552.9, and that's going to be pi. The radius, remember we already said the radius has to be 4 here because if the diameter is 8, the radius is 4, so 4 squared times the height. Let's clean this up once. So we have 552.9 is equal to 4 squared is 16 pi, and that's multiplied times h. So if I want to figure out the height of this thing, then I'm going to divide both sides by 16 pi. When I do that, the 16's cancel and the pi's cancel, and I'm left with h. So basically, in my calculator, you want to be very careful on how you do this. It would be 552.9 divided by, now make sure you use a parentheses because there's more than one item in that denominator. Use a parentheses, 16 pi, close the parenthesis, push enter. And when we get that, we get like 10.9995, and so when we round it, really that's going to round to 11 inches for my height. Now we're going to do the same process here, but this time we're going to do the volume of the water. And that's still going to be the area of the base, so pi r squared times the height. This time they tell me the water volume is 301.6. So we've got that's equal to pi. The radius is still going to be the same with the water as it was for the cylinder, which is going to be 4 squared times the height. So here we have 301.6 is equal to 16 pi times h. To get h by itself, again, we're going to divide both sides by 16 pi. When we do that, the 16's cancel, the pi's cancel, and we're left with h equals. This time in our calculator, we're going to do 301.6 divided by, open that parentheses again, 16 pi, close the parentheses, so all that goes in the denominator. And again, when we round, we get that it's about 6 inches. So basically here, what we're looking at is the height of this is 11 inches, but here the water only comes up to about 6 inches. So what's the distance from the top of the water to the top of the cylinder? Well, 11 minus the 6 leaves us with 5 here. So we're doing 11 inches minus 6 inches, and that means that the distance is going to be 5 inches.